Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you're new. Today we're going to be looking at modeling an Extra 300. Now I'm going to show you the way that I modeled this because I did not use these formers are down here. And the reason I didn't use these formers is because I've seen a lot of Extra 300 RC airplanes, and a lot of them in the back do not follow this. For scale like this. A lot of them are just rounded. So this would just be round here, and this from here be round here also, etc. Even up here. And to be honest, I haven't not yet seen the cowl up front where it has this shape to it here. I've always seen most of them, or the ones I've seen, they were round. So up here, I've always seen them rounded up here. So I don't know why that is. A lot of them are not really scale. And if I had to guess, I would say that's because of the TLC, Tournament of Champions, back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, and 2002 in the last one. They had a rule where you can change so much percentage of the plane could be changed. And I'm pretty sure they probably changed the stuff to make the planes easier to build and design. So small little changes. But anyway, I'm going to show you how I did this, and I consider it's pretty easy to do. And it's not as time consuming as tracing these formers and then lofting them, and what I'm going to show you here. So let's go ahead and get started on it. Okay, we turn the bodies off here. Well, first let's take a look at this without. But this is what I've done, and this is all surface modeled. Okay, now let's go ahead and get started here. Turn the origin back on and the bodies. First of all, get your pictures lined up in here. Then we're going to create a sketch on this plane here. And let's turn all this other sketches off because we don't need them. A lot of sketches. And like I said in previous videos, what you should do is get in the habit of labeling everything and all your sketches too. But sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. Okay, here we go. I'm going to take a fit point spline. Now I've always said to use less points as possible, and that's what you should do. But sometimes I use more, and when I use more, that's only for speed. Turn that on. Okay. Now we'll go back and match this up as close as possible. And that looks pretty good already. Then we're going to do the same for the bottom one, and we're going to follow this down through here. And we'll look at this curve here. Okay, and that looks pretty good too. And we have our 2 lines there. Turn the origin on. Now we're going to create a sketch on this. And create sketch. And now I'm going to follow this. Okay, and that looks pretty good. Just move this down a little. And use this handle here to move this out a little. There we go. Then I'm going to mirror that line to the other side. And click OK. And this is our, finish the sketch here. And here we have so far. Okay, now what we're going to do is put some offset planes in here. Select this. And as you can see, these are offset planes that I put in here already. Now the planes that I want to keep, I'm going to turn some of these off because I don't need them all. Leave that one. This one don't need. Leave that one. That one in the back. The one in front. That one we don't need. Okay, here are the planes I'm going to use. Going to label this plane 1, or just P1. This one, P2. P3. And I'm going to turn these off. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And leave 6 on. Create a sketch on this plane here. And come up here to create, project, include, and intersect. And the geometry you're going to select are these 4 lines. Click OK. Next, select Fit Point Spline. Snap it there. And finish that sketch. Now look at these sketches. And turn this one off here, because we don't need it any right now. And now turn on P5. Take a look at these real quick to make sure. 6. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing. Select this plane here. Again, create sketch, project, include, and select intersect. Again, the geometry again is these 4 lines here, 4 sketches. And if you don't know what this is doing when I select that intersect, what it's doing is putting the points. So this plane through here is putting the plane on these points here, or the points onto the plane itself. So now we can snap a spline to each one of these points on the plane. Oops. Okay. Now you can see we have those 2 there. And turn those off. Turn this on here. Create a sketch on this plane. Once again, create, project, include, intersect. And we select the geometry. Click OK. Now, this particular way of surface modeling works really well in matching the shape to a particular model that has a roundish sort of fuselage. I have those 3 there. And we're going to do the same thing again. Create a sketch on this plane. create, project, include, intersect. There's that one. And repeat the process. Create, project, include, intersect, select the geometry. Fit point spline. Now what you can do also to turn the canvases back on here. These shapes in the back here, this is backwards, but these shapes here, instead of snapping a point here to here, you could snap a point here, then snap a third point here, and then snap here. Then you can adjust this to match this shape here if you want to do that. Okay. And this should be the last one here. Select our geometry again. Fit point spline. All right. This is what we have. So now we come up here and change this to surface. You could use a solid to loft these, but I like to use a surface. Make sure this is zeroed out. Then select each one of these profiles. And we want to select the rail, so click this plus here. And our rails are going to be these. And click OK. Now we come up here and turn the bodies back on. And what we need to do here is turn off the previous stuff. So turn all this other stuff. So we just have the what we just did. Okay. And that's our shape that we need. And it's really good. It matches it up perfectly. And we can get a little more detail, but first we'll just model this back here. Turn this fuselage off. Okay. And to do that, we create a sketch on this plane here. Or a line from here to there. Click OK. And finish sketch. Construct plane and angle. And we're going to use this line here. Change this to 90 degrees. And click OK. We're going to create a sketch on this plane here. I'm just going to move this down a little. Turn that last sketch back on. Okay. I don't know why this line is down here, but no problems. Okay, this is wrong. Looks like the line moved on me because it wasn't constrained. So we'll do that again. And do another plane at an angle. Click OK. Turn the construction or canvases. Make sure I got the correct plane I'm going to be sketching on. This one. And I'm doing arbitrary airfoil here, like I said in my other videos. If you have a picture of an airfoil that you want to use, go ahead and use that. Okay, and I'm going to project this line here. Now we have close there, and I'm going to mirror this line here. Okay. Go ahead, finish sketch. Now to create a sketch on this plane here. And select the fit point spline. Snap it there. And I'm going to use a line here. Finish sketch. And we're going to use a sweep. Change this to path and guide rails. Change this to full extents. And the profile, this and this. Path is this. Guide rail is this. Click OK. And turn that body back on. And we have that so far. And it looks like an extra to me so far. All right. Turn this off too. We don't need it. Now what we're going to do is just make the bottom half of this. And to do that, it's pretty simple too. Going to create a sketch on this plane here. So we click create sketch on this plane. Use a fit point spline. Snap it there. It's a line. Click OK. Finish sketch. And we're going to use the sweep again. Click OK. And that's what we have so far. Now what you want to do, if you want to go back to your sketches, and you can move this in a little. Close this up and open it up a little more. So just mess around with this until you get it to where you like it. And things. But let's move on. Okay. Create a sketch. We want to undo this here. Click this. Create a sketch on this plane here. Draw a line from here to here. Turn these off, we don't need them right now. Use a fit point spline. And you guys just keep playing around with these until you get it to the shape that you want it to be. Finish sketch. And turn the bodies back on. Turn the sketches back on. Then we're going to split body. This is the body to split. This is our splitting tool. Click OK. Do that once more. We'll turn the sketches back on. That last one turned off. Split body. This is the body to split. Okay, that's what we have so far. Okay, and here's our extra so far. And next, just show you real quick how to do the spinner. And then I'll do another video on this. It should be posted in a couple days to show you guys how to do the wings and the stab and how to do the wheel pants and the landing gear. So, all right, and finish this front too. The spinner, just to do the spinner, create a sketch on this plane. And since it's completely round, what we do here is a line from here about halfway. And then you'll use a fit point spline and match the curve of this. Then we have our profile of it. Finish sketch. Turn the sketches back on. Then I'm going to use the surface revolve. And then, I'll use the solid, doesn't matter. Then use revolve. This is selected already. Then you select your axis as this and click OK. And there you have spinner. And there's our extra so far. All right. So that's it for this video of this extra so far, what we've done. And when I come to it next, it'll be in a couple days. I'll show you guys how to do the landing gear and the wings and the stab back here. And finish up this front here also. So that's going to do it for this video. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And also invite you to join my Patreon site and my Facebook group, both called CAD Build Fly RC. And go over there, have a look. If you have any questions on this or anything on my channel, go ahead and send me an email or ask the question down in the comments. And yeah, so we catch you in the next couple of days for the next video on this. And you guys have a great rest of your week.
Subscribe for more.